And we're live.
Hello, and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 195. I'm Pete Braley, along with my co-host, the show creator, the executive producer, the all-around great guy, and the guy who had me scared this morning with his alarm clocks. That would be my son, Matt.
Relax. I always have things under control.
I didn't realize that you had done what we talked about yesterday.
Yeah, you completely forgot the conversation.
Yeah, so I didn't hear your alarm going off, so I thought,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Well, I said at one point how one of my alarms is a Florida Georgia Line song.
Yeah, it's a
Didn't
ballad.
know which one it was.
It's a ballad.
Turns out it was the only one I set. So, yeah.
Thank you for choosing us today. Our goal is to simply start your day off on a positive note. So if you like what we do here, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We're live on YouTube weekday mornings at 8, and you can also find us wherever you go for your favorite podcast. Coming up today, it is the Battle of the Sibs on Star Wars Day. That's right, Star Wars Day today. We found out why the snooze alarm is only 9 minutes. It's kind of odd, right? Why is it 9 minutes? We found out. Would you stay at a hotel in space? Could happen. And a few tips on how to cut down on online shopping. Don't make it so easy for yourself. Okay, those and more coming up in just a few minutes. But good morning. It's another allergy suck day. Is that what I think Dana named it yesterday, right?
Yeah, Dana also said the body is revolting and the allergies are raging.
Oh, that's today he said that?
Yeah.
Oy. Yeah, I don't know what it is. This has got to be allergy season on steroids because it's just, this year is incredible. So,
Yeah.
woke up a couple of times. I woke myself up sneezing last night, which I don't think I've ever done before.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. I'm not going to lie. I don't think I've ever woke myself up.
Yeah, I don't know if you kind of, put that little task to rest when you sleep. You're not thinking about it. But yeah, a couple of times. There was more than once. I woke up last night sneezing. So I apologized to Trish, hoping I didn't mess up her sleep.
You probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what I do. Right?
Yeah, it's a
what
skill
I
of
do.
yours.
Good morning and welcome. It is Wednesday, May 4th, and may the 4th be with you. That's why it's Star Wars Day. Thousands of Star Wars enthusiasts will celebrate this day with parties and celebrations. I know Sarah's wearing her Star Wars t-shirt. She told me that it is National Teacher Appreciation Week.
Mm-hmm.
So where she works, they're all dressing as their favorite book character today. And she said, hell no, it's Star Wars Day, man. She's wearing a Star Wars
There's
t-shirt.
Star Wars books, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
No, there are. I know that there
are.
are. They're just not, as popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today's also Bird Day. The day celebrates birds of all kinds across America, even your friend outside.
I guess. I'll give him one day where I don't hate him.
Here's this robin, who I've got to get it on film because it just
Oh, they know.
stares at him.
Everybody knows the story at this point.
And by the way, if you have a chance, 60 Minutes did a piece this past weekend on the birds aren't real fanaticism here. There's a group, they have over 1 million followers who go around stating that birds aren't real. They were all killed off by the government and replaced by CIA drones.
But you were telling me that this is like it's like a group picking on conspiracy theorists.
The guy who started the whole group because people are falling for stuff nowadays. In fact, one of the people in the group has actually had experience with QAnon. They went after him.
Oh,
over a school shooting. I don't want to get too serious, but so they're ramping up this whole campaign as a parody to kind of poke fun at the people that really believe this stuff.
interesting.
So today's National Orange Juice Day. It is.
I just love how things turn so quickly.
Just segue.
Massive conspiracy theorists. By the way, shout out to OJ.
OJ.
Start your day off right
Yes.
with a glass of orange juice.
Pulp or no pulp?
No pulp.
Yeah.
If you like pulp, then I'm sorry, but you have issues.
How can you like pulp?
I don't know.
It's like chewing your orange juice.
Yeah, no, it's gross. It's gross.
Today's National Renewal Day. It provides an opportunity for new beginnings. It's National Weather Observers Day. Weather observers often assist the National Weather Service as storm spotters.
It's cloudy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It is National Skilled Trades Day. And two more. National Interpreter Appreciation Day. It celebrates the experts who connect those who want to communicate, but they don't speak the same language. And it is National Bike to School Day. Maybe there's still time for folks to get some bikes out.
Most people are probably at school, I think.
Well,
So I think
elementary
it's a little
school.
too late here.
Elementary is
true.
like 8:30,
yes, all
quarter
the
to
elementary kids that watch this show.
Yes.
Yes.
I know.
Hello.
Yes.
Welcome. Drink your orange juice.
With no pulp.
No.
On the Datebook today, on this day in 1878, Thomas Edison's phonograph was shown for the first time. But I was wondering yesterday when I wrote this, what did he play? Had anybody recorded an album yet? He must have found something to play, right?
I guess. I'm trying to picture what a phonograph is.
It's like a record player.
Is it the one with the big bell?
Speaker.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was a phonograph.
So what did he play, though? On this day in 1904, Charles Rolls met Henry Royce at the Midland Hotel in Manchester, England. They would go on to form the car manufacturer Rolls-Royce.
I always wonder when names like that come about. Did they think it was stupid in the beginning? Like, did people think that was a stupid name? Because now, I mean, it's a great name, Rolls-Royce.
it is.
But we all know what it is.
Right.
Was it stupid?
So the first, yeah.
Or was it just a great coincidence?
Good point. On this day in 1979, Margaret Thatcher becomes the first woman to be elected Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. On this day in 1984, I love stuff like this, Dave Kingman's fly ball never came down. It got stuck in the Metrodome ceiling. The Metrodome it wasn't a hard ceiling. It was like vinyl or something.
Mm-hmm.
So when he hit a fly ball, he hit it so high, it went into that and never came down.
I wonder if they had a rule for that yet, or if this was a
first time.
What did the umpires do?
I know.
They were like, you know what? Just keep on running, buddy.
Because I know
We're gonna get a crane in here, and we're gonna get a crane. We're gonna get a crane. When I say go, the outfielder can climb the crane as you run around the bases. Whoever gets the ball first wins.
Because doesn't the Tampa Bay Stadium, it has all kinds of rules, right? Like if you hit if you hit this cat. And finally, on this day in 2008, Seth MacFarlane reached an agreement worth $100 million with Fox to keep Family Guy and American Dad on television until 2012, making MacFarlane the world's highest paid television writer.
That's a lot of money.
And those shows are still on, right? So he's still making more.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right.
How that and The Simpsons, crazy. How many seasons there are?
Celebrity birthdays. Randy Travis is 63 today. Actor Will Arnett, 52. Lance Bass from NSYNC, he's 43. And golfer Rory McIlroy is 33. All right. What do we have in the chats this morning?
People that disagree with me about pulp, mainly.
Right. They like pulp?
Abby says, I like pulp, and yes, I have issues.
Well, at least you admit.
Well, we all have issues. Gail's right. Or no, Dane is right. He said we all have issues, Abby. That's very, very true, but pulp, come on.
In your OJ?
Who wants debris in their beverage?
Right.
Who's drinking a beverage and they're like, you know what would make this better? Stringy things that get stuck in my teeth. That would make this better. Huh?
How did that happen?
I don't understand. Like, it was just a lazy man that made orange juice, you know? He was like, I'm not going to strain this.
No,
out. I'm just going to, whatever falls in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, somebody liked it. Now we still have it. I'm sorry, I can't agree. Diane also likes pulp. What?
Really?
Guys, come on. We're all friends here. You can admit the truth.
Yeah.
You don't need to be cool in front of me. We get it. Kat says her allergies are bad today, too. Abby says, I bought Liz some flowers and a fancy coffee yesterday. What's a fancy, what do you got for fancy coffee up there in Vermont?
Probably one.
It's made with maple syrup or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I honestly have no idea. Dana says, some of the allergists say when we quit wearing masks, the allergies went bonkers. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, we've heard that a couple of times.
I've heard that.
Abby says, I strongly dislike flocks of birds. A little intimidating, you know?
Yeah.
Are they planning something?
Yeah, I know.
You know, these meetings that they have going on? Like,
I know,
what
my friend.
are they planning?
Somebody's stretching as he comes up to say hello.
Dana says, Kat, the allergies are off the wall. They said the rains would lower them, but the mold is raging.
Yeah. We got rain coming in today. I was supposed to broadcast a softball game this afternoon, but they canceled it last night, which I thought was
Because
odd.
of weather?
Yeah. Maybe they know something. To me, I've heard we'll have scattered showers today, which I thought you could play a game in.
Interesting. Dana says weather, 100% chance of it. Giggle. Dana's ominous giggle. Yeah. What else? What else is going on here?
His ominous giggle makes me ominously giggle.
Yeah.
So.
Diane says that if somebody doesn't already have issues, they will have issues after hanging out with this squad. Hey, we put it all out on the line here.
Yeah, we do.
I will find out if you like pulp and judge you accordingly. Okay, that's just how it works. Danny says the first record was Mary Had a Little Lamb poem, wasn't it? I don't know. I have no idea.
It might have been.
So who was it? Who was the president?
Who was the president?
Wasn't it? What's the story? Who was the first person that the phonograph thing?
That was Thomas Edison.
Oh, Thomas Edison. Sorry.
Yes.
Excuse me. He wasn't president.
Yeah, Thomas Edison.
But I just imagine, can you imagine Thomas Edison just sitting there bumping Mary Had a Little Lamb?
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb.
Like he's just vibing with it. He's like, this is glass of whiskey in his hand. He's like, this is what I'm talking. This is living. This is living right here. Sing it, Mary.
My sinuses are so much fun today. Bopping my head kind of got me going.
Great. The rest of the show will be canceled.
Hello.
Because Pete's sinuses. Don't worry, guys. If he starts coughing, he has a cough drop. So if you enjoyed the mouth sounds of Foodie Friday, just wait for
the emergency cough drop is
Pete,
right here.
And what he occasionally likes to call a lozenge, which I was told nobody except for you calls it that nowadays.
You've never heard a lozenge?
No, I have.
Yes.
Back in like the 1900s in movies that I've seen. A lozenge. It just sounds more gross.
Sorry?
Yeah, let's get to the news. Okay. I can't talk about this anymore.
I'll stop talking about my sinuses.
Thank you.
Okay. In the news this morning, just when you thought throwing 100 miles an hour off the mound was impressive in baseball, along comes college pitcher Ben Joyce. The Tennessee pitcher was throwing major heat last weekend in a game against Auburn, and he threw a pitch that hit 105.5 miles an hour.
That's pretty fast.
That is a new collegiate baseball record. Watch him throw his arm out by the time he's 23, right?
I mean, surprisingly, it's less dangerous to throw a ball that fast than it is to throw a curveball, so.
Okay.
He might be all right.
Yeah. By the way, that is just shy of the major league record. Aroldis Chapman of the Yankees, he threw one in 2010 that was 105.8 miles an hour.
Crazy. You got like 0.2 seconds to swing at that ball.
To react, yeah. The Oakland A's hit a new franchise low Monday night as only 2,488 people showed up to the Oakland Coliseum to watch the visiting Rays beat the A's 6-1. That is the lowest draw of any MLB game this season, and it is the lowest the A's have seen since 1980. The low figure comes after the A's cut payroll again before the season, and the team is in negotiations with Oakland for a new stadium and talking with Las Vegas officials about moving there. First, the Raiders go to Las Vegas. Now the Athletics, maybe?
I mean, theoretically, it's a good place to put a team because there's a lot of people.
True.
True. Yeah, it's just never a good idea to move away from a fan base. But
I read something. I read something that this low attendance is a fan protest. Because they're saying, you're not going to invest in a team, we're not going to buy your seats.
Oh, yeah, to the individual teams, yeah. Well, I mean, we had that story in the beginning where it's like, you know, I forgot who it was, but they were calling out I think it was the Athletics, and the Orioles, and the Pirates.
Yep. The A's AAA affiliate in Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Aviators, outdrew their parent team with their game on Sunday as 6,000 fans showed up in Las Vegas, only 2,000 in Oakland. Here's a great story. Garth Brooks' performance of Callin' Baton Rouge at Tiger Stadium on Saturday night was so loud that a seismograph located at the Nicholson Building on the Louisiana State campus reportedly recorded a small earthquake.
That's crazy.
Fans sang the song so loud that they literally shook the stadium and caused a small earthquake, according to the seismograph. Following the show, Brooks took to the social media to gush over the show, which he said was, in all caps, unfreaking real. So I guess that song has become like something they sing at all the football games, Callin' Baton Rouge. And, they just went crazy. Imagine how loud that was.
That's awesome, though.
There is a home for sale in Dayton, Ohio, that is the perfect place to host friends because it looks just like the apartment from Friends. The seller is a huge fan of the show, and he designed the entire 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom home to look like Monica and Rachel's New York City apartment. Each room is painted to look just like the ones on the show. Says here, you better like purple. Even the brick-walled kitchen looks just like the real deal, as does the furniture, the drapes, and the black and white tiled bathroom. The house is listed for $162,000. Dayton, Ohio.
Can it be an Airbnb?
Wouldn't that be nice?
I can't afford to buy it, but maybe I could spend a night there.
And have you heard of an app called BeReal? It's a photo sharing app like Instagram, but it encourages its users to be real, as in unfiltered. The idea is to show your friends your authentic self. The app prompts users at randomly chosen times each day to take a candid photo. That would grow to annoy me, right?
What?
Just at random times during the day, your phone chirps or whatever. It's like, oh, got to take a photo.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how great this app is going to be because if it, it just prompts you randomly, I'll be like laying in bed eating some goldfish crackers like,
Beep, beep, beep.
my phone told me to do this. Hashtag lonely.
You get 2 minutes to take a pic once you've received the notification.
Great. Enough time to get up and make it look not as sad.
Yeah, really. Yeah. According to Apptopia, which tracks these things, year to date, the app's monthly active users have grown by 315%. So I guess people are checking it out.
What if you're in the shower?
Currently
in the shower. Be real, I guess.
Or if you're otherwise indisposed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want pictures of that.
I don't know how interesting that would be. I mean, I respect the idea, It's not the highlight reel you get on Instagram. Mm-hmm. But I don't really care if my friends are like, I don't know, eating a hot dog or watching Netflix or taking a shower, like I said.
Doing their facial.
Like what? I'm mowing the lawn. It's like a picture of me half dead, like sweating, dripping down my face. Like, we're great. Be real.
It is Stumpah time. All right, let's get to a brand new Stumpah for you today.
Let's do it.
In a study by Pediatrics magazine, moms are 3 times more likely than dads to do this with a baby. What is it? Now, we did have a question earlier. Well, I guess it was last week, right, about diaper pretending to nap so you don't have to change a diaper. Mm-hmm. That's obviously not the answer.
Yeah. Okay. Pete's already out here with the hints. What if it was? What if we were trying to trick him?
We wouldn't do that, would we?
I would, 100%.
You would?
Yes.
In a study by Pediatrics magazine, moms are 3 times more likely than dads to do this with a baby. What is it? And while you enter your thoughts in the chat, we bring you today's fascinating fact. Did you know there are more people in California than there are in the country of Canada, despite the fact that Canada is more than 2,000% larger in size than California? I suppose if you think about it, California's all, compact.
Yeah.
All these people.
Too many people.
Yes. But that's our fascinating fact. All right, do we have answers?
We do, but we need to have a quick discussion.
Oh, okay. Stand by.
Be right back. Every time we do that, before I unmute the thing, you're like, hi. Yeah. You could just wait a second and then say hi.
I
when we
wave to
come
let
back.
them know we're coming.
Yeah, so you could just wave and then we unmute and then you can go, hi. But every time you do it right before. And sometimes it's like I unmute it like halfway through. So it's like, hi. It's like, come on, man. Okay, so discussion has been had. We're not going to tell you what was said. We're not going to tell you what was it about because
No.
You're not worthy. No, I'm kidding. I love you all. All right, here we go. Read the question.
In a study by Pediatrics magazine, women are 3 times more likely than dads. Moms are more than 3 times more likely than dads to do this with a baby.
You confused me there. Oh. So just to clarify, moms are 3 times more likely than dads.
Yes.
Okay, you went back and forth. I got confused.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, here we go. Gary says, forget to change them.
No, that's not it.
Not it. Abby says, co-sleep.
Co-sleep. No, that's not it.
What is co-sleep?
Co-sleep?
Is that a thing?
Sleep with the baby?
I don't have kids. Maybe it's a term.
Okay.
Gary says, let them cry.
Let them cry. Nope. Let him cry it out. Okay.
Gail says have conversations. We're going to say need to be more specific.
Yes.
But
Yes.
close, kind of.
Close,
Yeah,
yeah,
very close, I guess. But no. Justin says breastfeed.
Breastfeed. Moms would be 3 times. Yeah. No, that's not.
No, that's not it. Dana says potty training.
Potty train. No, that's not it.
No. Abby says feed them.
Feed them. No.
Justin says lay with them.
No.
What is that? Abby says bring them to... Oh, appointments. It was APPTS. Can we chill with the abbreviations for a second? I was like, bring them to apartments.
Apartments?
What, apartment shopping when it's just a baby? That's kind of rude.
I think apartments are APT.
Okay, that's too confusing. Let's
Okay.
spell out the words here.
All
Abby,
right.
let's not get lazy in the chat, please. Gary says burp them.
No.
Not it. Justin says drop their baby.
No. No.
Gail says bathe them.
Bathe them? No.
Justin says go on walks.
No.
Abby says pick up / drop off at daycare.
No, that's not it.
Abby says bathe. Wait, did I skip one? Oh, no. Abby also says bathe with them. No.
Okay. No.
Not it. Justin says take them to doctors.
No.
Abby says bring them on errands.
No.
Justin says dress them.
No.
Justin says give medication.
No.
Abby says install car seats.
No.
Abby says put the chest clip in the correct place. In the car seat? No.
In the car seat. No. No.
No. Another meeting. Go ahead.
Hi.
We're back.
So,
It's very controversial.
We've had-
Stumpah today.
first time we've had 2 meetings during a Stumpah.
I just want to make sure we get it right. I want to
Yeah.
make sure our credibility remains high. You know, this is a very, very, very highly anticipated segment.
Yes, it is.
So we want to make sure we don't mess this up in any way, shape, or form. Abby
And-
said, baby talk.
Baby talk is right.
We're going to have to take that.
Yeah, we're going to have to take that. See, Gail was close when she said have a
conversations.
conversation. But basically, what we're saying is that moms are 3 times more likely than dads to talk back when it babbles.
Yeah.
You know, so to do,
So yeah, so it's not so much like have a conversation was close, but it's not like they babble and you're like, yes, you should
Yes.
do your taxes by, you know. It's they babble and you babble back. So
in the study in the magazine, women did this 88% of the time, but men only did it about 30%, which I'm surprised. I mean, I used to do it all the time with Liam.
were you a babbler?
Was I? What do you mean? As
Would you babble?
as a baby, was I a babbler?
No, I'm not. How would you know? How would you know if you were? What do you remember? You remember? You couldn't remember the story about the alarm clocks, which we'll get into when we get to the snooze button.
No.
But you couldn't remember that. But you remember if you were babbling as a baby.
Yes.
No, I meant, did you babble as a parent, as
Yes.
a grandparent?
Yes.
Did you babble?
Yes, I did babble, and
Thank you.
well, Liam, we have
I
conversations
still babble
now.
to Trish. I'm just like, Trish is like, Peter, grow up. He's like,
She was like, "No, you've had PT for that. You don't do that anymore."
okay. Either way, kind of controversial, but Abby was the one.
Abby was
Abby's like running away with this.
killing it, huh?
I think you know how it was teaming up against Gary last time. It's we got to take Abby down.
It seems that way.
Yeah. Well, not we. I don't participate.
Right,
you know.
right.
But you guys, step it up.
Let's go.
I'm just kidding.
All right, so we did mention that today is Star Wars Day. It is May the 4th, and May the 4th force be with you, or May the 4th be with you. According to Entertainment Weekly, these are the top 3 Star Wars movies. Ready? They say number 3 is Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi from 2017.
Okay, who wrote this?
At number 2, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, 1977, the original Star Wars.
Great one.
And they say the number 1 movie, this is Entertainment Weekly, the number 1 movie is Empire Strikes Back from 1980.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't really understand. I'm gonna need other Star Wars fans to jump in here. Not The Last Jedi.
No? Mm-mm. Now, according to voters at ranker.com, these are their top 3.
Okay.
They say it is Return of the Jedi from 1983 at number 3.
Okay.
Star Wars A New Hope, 1977, that's number 2. And they say number 1 is The Empire. Well, same thing.
Yeah, Empire
They
Strikes
said
Back.
The Empire Strikes
The different ones was number 3, Return of the Jedi, as opposed to The Last Jedi. So just to be clear, number 3 in the first one was The Last Jedi.
Correct. That's according to Entertainment Weekly.
This is my ranking. Do with it what you want.
Okay.
Number 3 would be A New Hope. It's great. Sets up the story. Number 2, Revenge of the Sith. Number 3, the third movie.
Right.
In like the last prequel. Oh, so good. And then number 1 is Empire Strikes Back. I mean, it's the best.
Anybody else get like so confused? I mean, if we decide to watch a Star Wars movie, like if I'm down at Sarah's house or whatever, and she will start the movie, but
I have to make sure Charles isn't ripping up the couch.
before we start the movie, I have to say, all right, so where are we in the? Is this before Luke and Leia? Is this at? It's like. What?
You watching movies with you, man.
I
Luckily, we're just watching Pirates of the Caribbean right now, so it's pretty straightforward.
I do keep it interesting, don't I?
Although, was it you or Trish at the end of, spoilers, I guess, if you haven't seen Pirates of the Caribbean, at the end of the second movie, when Captain Barbossa comes back,
Yeah.
was it you that was like, but wait, how?
Yes, it was me.
When it was like, that's the cliffhanger. We're going to find out how. They'll answer your questions. 9 times out of 10, the goal is to answer your question.
You know, I really am turning into my mother because my mother used to do that all the time. She'd be watching a movie and she'd be, but why is, and it's like, you're going to find out.
But you'll watch a crime show and you'll be like, but wait a minute, who murdered him? And it's like, that's the whole point. By the end, we find out. Or 5 minutes in. Why would we know right now? That would be a terrible show.
I told you I'm turning into my mother.
But also, how crappy of an experience if we were like, oh, by the way, it was the sister. And then you're watching the whole rest of the episode
and you
knowing,
know it's going,
it's the sister.
Yeah.
And then you get to the end and you're like, you were right.
Yeah, it was the
That's
sister.
not as satisfying.
No.
You're something.
Also, my mom did not like Star Wars because she wasn't into space. She wasn't into, imagining what these things could be. She was more.
That's Doug for you. Yeah.
Is he really?
Doug doesn't like space movies. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, it is time for Money Matters. And can I say my joke?
Okay.
The only thing I know about Money Matters is that money matters. Go. Is it time for you to cut back on your online shopping? Admit it, we all shop online, and most of us, maybe a little more than we should. If you're looking to cut back, you're in luck, thanks to the folks at GoBanking.com. Their suggestions include delete saved payment info. So saving your credit card info makes it quicker to make online purchases. And that's the whole problem. If it takes you longer to go through the process, you'll have more time to think it over.
I just did the opposite yesterday. My phone has been bothering me to put a card on Apple Pay for the longest time, so I finally just did it. I was like, "What? I'll put one card on Apple Pay." So I finally did it. So now I'm pretty sure I could just order anything online, like with a click of a button. So but luckily, I don't do that. So I'm pretty good with that.
Tip number 2 is to unsubscribe from emails. Trying to get items for less is smart, but jumping on every sale that comes into your inbox is not. Unsubscribe from emails from the stores that you're always buying from so that you are not browsing them every day.
Oh my God, and it's never a good deal. It's never good. It's like, take 20% off, and you're like, well, do I need anything from this website? And then you go to the website, and you're like, I could use this, that. You buy like 4 things, they're like, spend $15 more, you get free shipping, and then like whatever 20% you would have saved,
right?
You just bought something else.
You blew it.
Yeah. It never works out for you. Don't do it.
And their final tip is to leave it in the cart. Sometimes we resort to online shopping to cure boredom. So the next time you're shopping online, fill up your cart with the items that you like, but hold off hitting buy. Come back later in the day or the next day, and if you still really want those items, go ahead and buy it.
Yeah,
but don't buy it right away.
Do that with a lot of things in life. Tattoos, that's my advice for getting tattoos. Think of a tattoo idea. Let it digest. Give it some time. If you still want it, it's a good idea to get.
That is good.
Yeah.
All right, here's the space hotel story I mentioned. The Orbital Assembly Corporation, based in California, is developing space hotels that will accommodate hundreds of people. The first one, called Pioneer Station, is designed to house 28 people and could be operational in just 3 years. The second, called Voyager Station, is more ambitious. It's scheduled to open in 2027, accommodate 400 people, both tourists and employees, in a business park. The space stations are actually giant rotating wheels. So while they will be orbiting Earth, they will also be rotating, thus creating artificial gravity. So you don't have to float around. Gonna go to bed now. Let me float.
I hope they shut it off at sometimes so you can float around.
That'd be
That's
cool.
kind of the point, you know?
Tim Alassori is the CEO for Orbital Assembly. He thinks his company's projects will go a long way toward promoting space tourism, explaining that the goal is to make it possible for large amounts of people to live, work, and thrive in space. I don't know. Would you want to go for more than a week? To suddenly be in the
more
whole-
than a week, probably not. I would like to go. The problem is it's going to be ridiculously expensive.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know,
And-
that's the thing that stinks.
They don't even discuss how to get there. You know, I mean, maybe that's a SpaceX thing. I don't know.
Well, it's going to have to be some sort of like what they do now, like the rockets taking off. So that's another barrier there. There's a lot of people that probably wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that wouldn't be too great. I would do it if it was, you know, affordable.
Cost,
It's going to be a long time until that happens.
All right, so we dug into snooze alarms yesterday. I don't know how this topic came up originally, but we have read that if you hit the snooze alarm in the morning, you get 9 more minutes. Why 9? You know? Alarm clocks were introduced to snooze buttons in 1956 with something called General Electric Telecron's snooze alarm. That model's snooze lasted 9 minutes, but there were likely multiple reasons why. Alarm clocks did exist before the snooze function, so there was already a standard gear setup that innovators had to work with. Getting the gear teeth to line up to allow for exactly 10 minutes was not possible. They couldn't do it. So they had to choose between setting it at 9 minutes or a little bit over 10 minutes. They could not do 10. A double-digit snooze would have been harder to program than a single-digit one. So the designers figured the less complicated design was the way to go. Plus, it was a bit more beneficial for the snoozers as well. One person's, this is Holly Schiff, a licensed psychologist. She says, in terms of sleep, 9 minutes is just enough time for a brief rest. However, once you get past the 10-minute mark, your body can start to fall back into a deep sleep, which will make waking up again difficult and more unpleasant. So the 9-minute snooze was chosen as the best option for users' sleep cycles.
I guess. Just weird.
Because I'm thinking, I mean, we're not dealing with gears anymore. I mean, with your cell phone and those two. I mean, they could set it for 10 if they wanted
Plus,
to.
even if we are dealing with gears, you could 100% now make a gear that's exactly 10 minutes. I have faith in science. I think that's definitely possible.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing because a lot of psychos like me set many alarms, and we do it in intervals of 5 or 10 minutes.
Right.
So maybe it's good because it throws different ones in there.
So what did you do last night? I like I said, I did not hear the alarm.
Well, we had a friendly discussion about snooze alarms yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, throughout the entire show. But in the post show, I admitted how it was one of my biggest flaws was how I can't wake up to one alarm, and
He bared his soul.
I did. We got emotional. I think I cried a little bit. And I struggle. I have to set like 50 alarms because I struggle getting up. It's my biggest weakness is getting up in the morning. So, but everyone was like, set one alarm. I think it was even your idea, maybe. Like, why don't you try it? Just set one alarm. And I was like, all right, but if the show doesn't air, that's why Matty Boy didn't wake up. So last night I'm going to bed, and I set one alarm, and I decided 7:10 was a good time to set it. And I see what I did actually do is I have my phone alarm and I have a plug-in alarm. Yeah. That's my backup, just in case my phone dies for some reason. That's happened before. So I did set both of those. And the alarm went off. One thing I noticed, because of the long intervals, Like when I hit snooze, it was like a longer time I was asleep. So it's a trap.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a good idea.
Yep.
But Pete comes in. Showtime.
At 7:05, by the way.
Okay.
All right.
Congrats. And my alarm went off at some point. I don't remember hearing my alarm go off. But I was keeping an eye on the time. I knew what time it was. I was tired, okay? Went to bed late.
Yeah.
Anyways, time was going on. I get a call from Peter. That irritates me.
And it was 7:30.
Oh, don't you expose me like that.
It was
7:27.
It was
27.
Okay,
I
7:27.
had my eye on the time.
And he wasn't downstairs yet. So I'm like, hey, I don't know. He hung up on me.
I didn't even answer. What most refer to as the bitch button is when you just ignore the call.
It rang
because
once.
I was getting up. I knew I was getting up, and my phone rings. And I was like,
It rang once, and suddenly I hear, if you'd like to leave a message. I'm like, what?
yeah. So I got up, whatever, and all I hear is
Coming up the stairs.
We live in an old house. You can hear somebody coming from a mile away, and I hear the footsteps coming up the stairs, and I said, "Dad," and he goes, "Okay, I'm just making sure." You better walk down those stairs, buddy.
I took my life in my hands going up those stairs.
Don't talk to me in the morning.
Yeah.
And this guy was trying to talk to me 3 times. Anyways, I woke up. I'm here.
There you go.
Yeah, I was on time.
I hit the snooze and I did it once again today. Went off at 6:45, hit the snooze, went a little longer, then I got up. Time for today's random question, and our random question is, if you found out you were going to die tomorrow, what would you do today?
We're here to start your day off on a positive note here on the Pete Braley Show. Got you thinking about your death early on a Wednesday morning.
I take it you don't like this question. Okay.
When I read it, I was like, wow, this is very morbid. But
If you found out you were going to die tomorrow, what would you do today? My answer, I'd text everybody. At least once. At least one more time. To say.
He chooses a text. He's like, I'm dying tomorrow. I will fax you my message. Yes. I will not call you. I don't have the time for that. I'm about to die.
All right, I'll call some of you.
He's like, I need to tell people I love them.
Exactly.
I'm going to send them a GIF.
Exactly. What's that song, While You Can? Is that the name of the song?
Are you talking about the Tim McGraw song?
No, I'm talking about, it's a brand new song by, is it Cody? Cody something?
Yeah. Cody Johnson. I don't know. Till you can, till you can't. Will you can. I think it's till you.
It's a song where he talks about, you can go
till you can. I don't know what it is, but
you can go largemouth bass fishing or whatever. You can go fishing with your grandpa, or you can put it off. You can go fishing anytime.
Till you can't.
Until you can't.
Yeah.
Is basically what the song's about, and it's basically saying, you got to do this stuff before it's too late.
Yeah.
Because we can always find an excuse. One of the verses is about a box of old parts for a car they're working on. And you can always work on that car, next weekend till you can't.
That's it. So it is till you can't.
Till you can't.
Yeah. I'm glad we figured that out for you.
There you go.
Anyway,
if you found out you were going to die tomorrow, what would you do today? Jokingly, I used to say, I would run up my credit card because I'm not going to be here to pay it.
Yeah, but your children might have to pay it.
Would you?
Jackass.
Would you guys get stuck?
I think I'm pretty sure. Yes,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure your debt moves on to your family.
Okay, I will not do that to you.
Yeah.
I will not do that to you.
What would I do? A lot of things come to mind. Right off the bat, sell my kidneys to leave people a lot more money. Maybe. I don't know. That very weird thought that came to mind. Well, I was thinking make the most money I can in that moment to leave some money behind. And sell my kidneys was like the easiest option that came to mind. Yeah. So maybe that.
Okay.
Oh, we do have some answers here.
Okay.
Diane says tequila. There you go. Yeah, probably drink, I would think. I think that's the only way to kind of cope with that.
Yeah.
Knowing that you die tomorrow, that's kind of a big thing there.
Going out big.
Justin says travel to Europe. But where? You only got one day. What's the move?
Yeah.
Charles, please do not rip apart that couch.
No eating the couch, please.
I might die tomorrow, Charlie. Is this how you want me to remember you?
I know.
Dana says go to the Nordic Lodge and pig out for my last meal.
I don't know where that is, but
burritos would be a part of it for sure.
Of course.
I think I would buy like just 5 burritos and just see how many I can eat. Maybe try and eat myself to death. Maybe. I don't know.
It's going to happen, right?
Yeah. Gary says, preach, Dana. I agree. Abby says, email everyone and tell them if they don't forward it to 15 people, I will die. Just kidding. I read that online. That's funny. That's a good. Hey, Charles. That is a biography of Alexander Hamilton.
Was he going to chew it?
That I purchased for this man over here. That's a birthday present. Yeah. Oh, don't you dare. That's the book about the Hamilton musical. Hey. I will not stand for this. I would rather have you chew the biography.
Than the book about the play. Yeah, yes.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Sorry, everybody. I can't have that. You kidding me? He can chew up whatever book he wants, not that one. What else do we have? I love the email one. That's hilarious. Abby says there would be alcohol and an ocean involved. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Abby says I delete my search history. Nothing inappropriate, but it's just me checking spelling on basic words and random facts. I always think that when I have to look up something really stupid. So
you think of other people finding out?
I will use the incognito tab. Strictly for nothing gross. Strictly for looking up stupid things that I would be ashamed if anyone saw me looking up.
That's true. If you were to go into my history on this thing, the things I look up for this show are really pretty stupid.
I think about it all the time. Like, have you ever had a text conversation with someone and they said something you don't know and you're like, well, I can't come across as that I don't know this.
Right.
So you have to go look it up in order to remain cool. So yes, that's when I use the private tab, is to look up embarrassing things that I don't want people to know I have to look up.
Just looking at my history here, obviously one of the questions I asked yesterday, why is a snooze alarm 9 minutes?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. How to play Monopoly.
Yeah. How long is the average Monopoly game? And one that I do all the time, this was from last night, what temperature for steak? When do I know it's done?
That's important. Yeah, that's very important. Dana says Nordic Lodge is downtown. It is down in Rhode Island. It's a monster buffet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so hey, do they have burritos? Probably not, but I'll bring some burritos and meet you there, Dana. Gail says, gather all my loved ones that make me laugh. See, that's tough because I wouldn't want it to be some sap fest, you know?
Oh, yeah, right.
I don't want to spend the day crying.
No.
If I'm going out, it is...
Charlie.
It is burritos, lots of whiskey, and probably video games. Maybe a nap. I don't know. I'd keep it low key. I just think it's so funny how you would text people. That's your go-to.
Well, I mean, obviously I would call some of them.
Yeah.
But
he's like, but the people I don't really care about, you're just gonna text, and he's not even gonna give you some sappy message. It's gonna be like, hey, ILY, the abbreviation for I love you. Not even, you wouldn't even spell it out.
I just ILY everybody.
Hey, GTG. TTYL.
Gotta go. Talk to you later.
Yeah, gotta go. Quite literally. I will be leaving for a while.
We'll get to more in the chats in the post show. Time for Braley's Bizarre But True. These are bizarre but evidently true stories that we find on the internet. And in fact, Gary sent this story to us just after I had written it. So I had already found it. And
that's funny.
I got a message from Gary saying, hey, for tomorrow. And I was like, thanks, already got it.
Let's go. Yeah. I like it. Let's hear it.
A drunk woman in Portland, Maine was arrested after she tried to leave a parking garage by taking the stairs in her car.
Oh.
Gary's been there, and he says he knows where this happened. So. Police were stunned to find the 26-year-old woman inside her SUV, which she had somehow tried to drive down a pedestrian staircase inside the parking garage instead of using the ramp. Even more shocking is that the parking garage was attached to the police department headquarters.
Even better.
The vehicle became stuck on the steps, and the woman was not injured. She was, however, intoxicated and told police she was simply following her GPS.
Well, yeah.
Which led her right to the stairs.
Obviously, it's a quicker way.
I guess. Police arrested her for drunk driving and said it's a good thing she didn't hurt anybody. Nobody was walking on the stairs, but... It was a wide staircase, because the first thing I thought was, how do you get an SUV in a
I'm thinking like the door, the one where you got to open the door and it's like very narrow. I'm like, this is impressive. Honestly, I'm a little impressed.
Yeah.
We've all enjoyed some libations from time to time.
Yes, we have.
I know that word because of you, so thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know I've never reached a level of drunkenness where I said, you know what? I'm going to drive this car down some stairs. Like, how do you reach that level? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, people have kind of stupid drunk thoughts, but thoughts like, it'd be a great idea to text my ex-girlfriend right now. Not, hey, I'm going to drive this car down some stairs. I don't know how you get to that level.
I don't think I've ever gotten to that.
No.
I mean, you
I've
pass
never
out
even
first,
remotely
right?
gotten to that level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Maybe we're just not party animals, I guess. Maybe
I
we just
guess
don't
not.
If you don't reach that level, you don't live.
I guess.
Yeah. I don't know how you think that way. Yikes.
It is time for the Battle of the Sibs. We got the Sibs back together. Well, most of them. And since it's May the 4th, and May the 4th be with you, we're featuring Star Wars trivia. Now, feel free to play along, but we do have a warning for you. If you haven't seen all the movies, there are some spoilers. Time once again for Battle of the Sibs, as we've replaced one Sib. What happened here?
He didn't make the cut anymore.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Doug is out, and Justin is in.
Yes.
Justin's what is his title? He's a consultant for the show, of course.
Like an occasional writer on the show. He comes up with bits and stuff.
Kat said he's
And
the
now our adoptive brother.
Exactly.
He's the fill-in Sib.
I wear many hats.
And now Doug hasn't shipped out with Steven or anything like that. It's just he's not really into Star Wars.
Nah.
He
and it's
quote
Star Wars
unquote doesn't like space movies.
But anyway, so Justin's joining us here, jumping in. So here we go with Star Wars trivia, okay? Question
Oh wait,
number
hold
one.
on.
Yes. What?
Hold on.
What?
I forgot to write the
Oh my
scoreboard
God.
on my iPad.
You're a tool.
Does everybody feel intimidated now?
Not at all.
Not at all.
I feel a
Okay.
little bit better, actually.
Question number one. What is the name of Han Solo's ship?
That's a good question, number one, Pete.
Is it?
Yes.
I try to learn. Always try to grow here. What is the name of Han Solo's ship? Hi,
What do
Liam.
I have a lightsaber.
A lightsaber.
She
All right.
does.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right, Matt, what do you have?
Millennium Falcon.
All right, Sarah, what do you have?
Millennium Falcon.
Kat?
Millennium Falcon.
And Justin, what do you have?
Millennium Falcon.
Millennium
Let's go.
Falcon. Justin's got the notebook. Going
He does.
old school.
He does. The Pete Braley Show does not make enough money to send every single person a whiteboard every time we
We
have
don't
them.
make enough money yet.
Yet.
Okay?
Yes.
Yet.
Yeah.
Question number two. What is the name of Yoda's home? What is the name of Yoda's home? Where is he from?
This is what I was worried about.
All right, Justin, let's go first with you. What do you have?
I have Dagobah.
Dagobah. Okay. I was concerned how to pronounce it. Sarah, what do you have, or how do you pronounce it?
The swamp place.
The Swamp Place. All right. Kat, what about you?
I put a Jedi temple in a tree.
Jedi Temple in a tree.
Okay.
And Matt, what do you have?
I put the Dagobah system.
The
Let's
correct
go.
answer is Dagobah.
Hey, I wasn't sure if
Yes.
that was his home.
So points for Justin and Matt.
Yeah.
Question number three. Who built C-3PO? Who built C-3PO? All the different characters.
Steven says these questions are easy.
Well, it's the beginning there, buddy.
And
I
besides,
didn't know Yoda's like home.
Steven's really like up there with Star Wars. So.
Hey, Justin's pretty up there, too.
Oh,
I know he's quiet, but
A lot of pressure.
yeah.
See, I wondered if these questions were too easy because, it's like I've only seen some of them, or I
was
think
gonna
I've seen
I
everything
think
once.
this is the perfect pace. I like it.
Well, this is the thing. We need to see. You're not like an expert, so we have no
Right.
idea what these questions are going to be because you don't really know these questions.
Let's go with Kat. What did you write for Who Built C-3PO?
Luke.
Luke. All right, Sarah, what did you say?
Anakin Skywalker.
Matt, what do you have?
Anakin.
And Justin.
Anakin.
It was Anakin Skywalker. Question number 4. What is the name of Boba Fett's ship? What is the name of Boba Fett's ship?
Steven told me I suck because I don't know the answer. Let me think.
Well, you were really comfy, Sarah, to come on here with a lightsaber.
In
I
case
know, but like, come on. Star Wars trivia. How am I not going to show off the greatest Disney purchase?
But you kind of have
It's
to
purple.
follow. You kind of have to follow that up with getting 10 out of 10. I'm just saying.
Mm,
I'm pretty sure I'm leading overall with trivia, so I can stand to lose.
Ooh.
Relax, okay.
for those of you that don't know, Steven is Sarah's husband. He's off camera, and he is a Star Wars fanatic. So, all
Our
right,
dogs
we
are
ready?
named Luke and Yoda.
Yes, they are. That's true.
It's not coming to mind.
No?
No.
You take the goose egg?
Well, I always need to put an answer down.
Yes. Kat, what did you write down?
Starfighter.
Starfighter. Sarah, what did you go with?
Boba tea.
Boba tea. That was good. Boba
That was
tea,
pretty good. Yeah.
Justin, what do you have?
I have the Slave One.
Slave One and Matt's.
I put the Black Pearl.
The Black. Wrong movie. It is Slave One, so Justin gets the point on that one.
I did not know that. That never even crossed my mind.
Question number 5. Who kissed Princess Leia first? Who kissed Princess Leia first?
In her lifetime,
Oh, that's true. Might have been mom or dad.
probably
but,
her interim papa.
Matt, what do you have?
I have Luke.
Luke. Okay. Justin, what did you put?
I have Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker. Kat, what do you have?
Luke.
Luke and Sarah.
Luke.
Luke. The answer I have is Han.
Huh?
Han Solo
What?
kissed her first.
Really?
I believe. Yeah. Question number 6. Who is the young Jedi Knight who becomes Darth Vader? Who is the young Jedi Knight who becomes Darth Vader?
All right,
See,
this is
heads
where
down.
your lack of knowledge
I wish I had the Apple Pen.
didn't rank these questions properly.
Oh, I didn't. Yes. Should have put this one before the others, right?
Before a couple of them.
All right, Kat, why don't we start with you? What do you have?
Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin. Matt, what do you have?
I put Yoda. No, Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin. Justin, what do you have?
Anakin Skywalker.
And Sarah?
He was just misunderstood. He did
I
it
get-
all for love.
I guess so. So a
He
point
still
for everyone.
Murdered billions, though, so I don't know if we should cut him some slack here.
He would do anything for love.
I don't think
And he
murdering
would do
billions
that.
like justifies that, though. Like I don't
Would
think
do
that's
that.
okay.
Question number 7. Who killed Han Solo? Who killed Han Solo?
Spoilers.
Haven't we seen the movies by now, everybody?
Kat, did you just get your hair done, girl?
I straightened it today.
Oh, it's looking
Oh,
good.
it's looking
Very
fabulous.
nice.
It was a special occasion.
Winner of Star Wars trivia gets that lightsaber.
Matt, what did you write? Who killed Han Solo?
Kylo Ren, his son.
Kylo Ren. Okay, Justin, what do you say?
I have Kylo Ren, his son.
Kylo Ren. Kat, what did you write down?
First, I had his son, but then I thought of the name Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren. Sarah, what do you have?
Kylo Ren.
A point for everyone. What's our score, Kat?
Justin has 6, Matt has 5, Sarah has 4, and I have 3.
Oh,
Let's go. By the way, Justin, I know we're best friends, but if you beat me, I will never talk to you again. Okay, I take this very serious.
I know this is personal to you, man. You know, you let you slip away.
I'm not going to lose Sibs to a non-Sib, okay?
Question number 8. Who is Luke and Leia's mother? The name of Luke and Leia's mother.
Now they're both dead.
Okay.
Huh?
What?
They're both
Oh.
characters.
I thought you were talking about characters. I'm like, no, Luke's not dead. What? Do we have an answer?
I
Or-
did.
Oh, give me a second.
All right, Sarah. See, she was staring off into space,
Hey,
so I
I
was confused.
think she was way too cocky with that lightsaber. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I don't even have anything to write with, anyways.
Use the
I gotta
lightsaber.
get something.
Are we ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go first with Justin. What do you have? Who is Luke and Leia's mother?
Padme.
Padme. Okay. Kat, what did you write?
I didn't have an answer.
Okay. Sarah?
Senator Amidala.
Senator Amidala. And Matt, what do you have?
Padme.
Padme. The correct answer is Padme Amidala.
Justin's
So-
first celebrity crush. Admit it.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
it was. It was.
Was it? Yeah. Question number 9. Which planet did Luke Skywalker go for his self-imposed exile? Which planet did Luke Skywalker go to for his self-imposed exile?
How does Justin know this, like, right off the bat?
It was Matt's desktop on his computer for a while.
The only one I know.
Huh?
Hi, Liam.
You have that as your desktop?
Yeah,
Is it still my desktop?
maybe.
Heaven Island is my desktop.
Because I was like, oh my God, that looks like the island. And you were like, oh, it might be.
What are you eating,
I don't
bud?
remember that conversation.
Okay.
This is just terrible because me and Justin literally have been playing Lego Star Wars. They probably did. They say it. They probably said it, right?
To be honest, I don't even know if I'm right, but I think so. Yeah.
All right, let's go first to Justin. What did you write down? You're not sure you're right? What do you have?
I have Octu. I don't know
Octu.
if that's
Okay. Kat, what do you?
That
I
looks
can
right.
tell by the look on her face. She does not. What do you have?
I know is Tatooine.
Tatooine. Sarah, what do you have?
I have stair to lean because I had a lot of stairs.
Tatooine.
All right.
And Matt, what did you write down?
Tropical island planet.
Tropical island planet.
But it's not even that tropical now that I think about it.
Now, are we going to go for spelling here because the answer is Octo, but it's spelled A-C-H-T-O, not you.
No,
So,
we're not going with spelling. We're
all
never going with
right.
spelling.
So, point for Justin.
You always say spelling doesn't count for Doug.
Yeah,
This
what,
is
you think
true.
just because
This-
Justin's not a
no,
Sib, he's got to
no.
spell everything correctly?
I forgot. I'm sorry. Question number 10, worth 10 points. No, we can't
No,
do
we
that.
can't
No.
do that.
Who is known as the masters of the dark side and want to rule the galaxy? Who is known as the masters of the dark side and want to rule the galaxy?
I will say you picked some pretty good questions. I think the order should have
Could
been
have
adjusted
changed.
slightly, and
Okay.
I think it would have helped if you had a greater knowledge, but that's okay.
That was my problem.
But either way, does not matter because I'm pretty sure Justin's going to go 10 for 10. So
I
anybody.
missed the
missed
Luke
one.
question.
Oh, that's right.
okay.
Which I still, I guess we'll trust Steven, but I think we all need to go back and watch the movie.
Matt, what did you write?
Sith Lord.
Sith Lord.
Okay.
Sarah, what did you write?
I put Sith Lords.
Okay, Kat, what do you have?
Sith Lord.
Sith Lord. And Justin?
I've Sith.
Sith. The correct answer is the Sith, but everybody got it right. But we congratulate Justin, right?
Beginner's luck.
Is this Justin's audition? Because, Doug is going to be shipping out.
Apparently he passed. He just won. So congrats.
All right, congrats to Justin, and thanks, everybody, for Battle of the Sibs. This guy was actually watching Star Wars.
I don't agree with Han being the first one to kiss Leia.
I Googled it again.
And I
it
have
comes
proof.
up.
I have proof now.
You have proof now?
It's a technicality. Luke was the first. Oh, you know what?
What?
I just beat myself on my own technicality.
Why?
Because the technicality was Leia kissed Luke's cheek before they swung.
I did hear
But the
that.
question is,
Who kissed Leia,
Leia?
first?
I lost.
So was Hans.
You what? Hans? Is that what you just said?
Han.
Hans. It was Hans. He doesn't know that much about Star Wars.
It was Han. I have a friend named Hans in Holland, so it just kind of slipped. So
Gotcha.
you got beat by a non-sib.
I did. Justin said, "Thank you guys. Me and Matt haven't talked in days. Yeah, we will never be talking again.
I guess not.
That's just how Battle of Sibs goes sometimes. Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't talked to any of my siblings in months.
It gets pretty severe sometimes.
Yes. It's serious.
That'll do it for today. Stay tuned for a quick post show coming up where we can catch up on some of your chats and just hang out. If you must leave, we do have the thought for the day for you. And our thought today is almost every successful person begins with two beliefs. The future can be better than the present, and I have the power to make it so. All right. We'll be right back with the post show.
We back.
I do want to wish Kat a happy day today because I mentioned how I was supposed to broadcast a softball game today, but they canceled it last night because rain's coming. Well, evidently, Kat at Norton High School, they have a girls' lacrosse game today, and they play whether it rains or not.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
Trainer Cat's going to be out there in a rain slicker.
You did have me worried for a second. I was like, Kat's birthday is not for a while. I was like, I didn't miss it. What did I miss? I was like, what is today?
We do have to finalize Mother's Day, though. We do have to.
It is.
Well,
for the most part.
a decision has been made.
Yeah.
But I have to go actually get the thing. Then we have to figure out finances.
We can't tell you guys today. Technically, we could probably tell him Friday because she doesn't listen to the show until Monday.
That's true.
So
That's
technically,
true.
we could expose that would be the one time she listens to the show.
That wouldn't be good.
Nah, we're not going to tell you. It's our secret. Sorry.
Mother's Day is this weekend, by the way. Don't forget.
Yes.
It's coming up on Sunday.
Buy your mother something nice.
Something nice.
Abby says, I'm sure the win was worth it, Justin. Man, Abby, come on. My friendship is worth way more
Oh, my
than
goodness.
a win. Come on. Let's be real. Dana was doing pretty well. I wasn't keeping Dana's good. Dana, how'd you do? Did you beat Justin? Did you tie with Justin? Charlie, you are driving me insane today.
He's scratching the door to get out.
Because he thinks just because when he scratches and then looks at me. He's like, if I annoy him enough, he's going to give me a treat. Get over here.
He is a pretty smart dog.
Get over here,
He
kid.
is a pretty smart dog.
You're driving me crazy.
I know Dana did get the first kiss question wrong.
Yeah, but we all did.
Where everybody else said Luke.
So annoying. You think you know people. By the way, Justin says, where was it? Back to ranking the movies. He said Revenge of the Sith, that's number one.
That's his number one.
I honestly, he might be right. You know, I think I peer pressured myself into putting Empire Strikes Back at number one. Just because it's the classic one. It's great. It's great. Empire Strikes Back.
How many have there been? Because they've gone off on different tangents,
There
right?
have been nine movies. What are they? So 3 trilogies. There's been, so put it
Okay.
that way. So there's 9
right.
there.
Yep.
There is Rogue One, which is in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. There's
See why I get confused?
Solo, a Star Wars story, which that's all about Han and his beginnings.
Okay.
And I
don't
believe
think I've seen that
that's also between. I think that's after Revenge of the Sith, before Rogue One. So that's where those two go. But then
Okay.
you got the live action series. You got the Mandalorian, Book of Boba.
All right.
Probably more that I can't think of at this moment. Then you got the animated series, which I have not dabbled in yet. I'm in the process.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to the story.
See why I get confused?
It's so good.
When we sit down to watch them, I'm like, okay, so where are we in the timeline?
I think that's your problem. You're like jumping in here.
Drives
Watch from the beginning, Peter. Episode 1. Watch them in chronological order. You know the plot twists, right? I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Darth Vader's Luke's father.
Really?
You know that, right?
Wow.
Okay. I'm just making sure. If you know the plot twist and you've already seen the movies once, watch it in chronological order.
Okay.
It'll be easy for you. Maybe you can catch on. Start at episode 1 and just go.
But
I will not watch the movies with you.
one of the confusing things is the first movies that came out in the 70s are not the first in the series, correct?
George Lucas numbered them for you. What more do you need?
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
called Episode 1 of Phantom Menace. A Phantom Menace or The Phantom Menace? Oh my goodness. I don't know.
The?
Anyways, it's called Episode 1.
Okay.
So go ahead and start there.
So the first movie that came out in
Episode
1970 something was
Yeah.
episode 4.
So a history lesson. When it came out, it didn't have an episode number.
okay.
And then when Episode 5 came out, it came out when the Charlie, stop, dude, stop. When it came out, the opening scroll or whatever said Star Wars, and then it said Episode 5, and everybody freaked out. They were like, "Huh?
How can we be at 5?
Did I miss 4 movies? What?"
Because I just watched one.
And then
so-
in all the re-edits, because George Lucas has like re-edited the films a million times.
Okay.
It came out as Episode 4 was
Okay.
A New Hope. So yeah, that's kind of funny though to make a second movie and call it Episode 5. Like you're gonna stir up some stuff.
See why I'm confused?
But now it's not that confusing.
Okay.
Now they're numbered chronologically.
All right.
Peter. The only way you can be confused is like, okay, but what's Rogue One? Because they call those it's a Rogue One, a Star Wars story. If it says a Star Wars story, it's kind of like it's a weird one. It's one that's thrown in there.
Okay.
Those you're allowed to be confused on.
Thank
But
you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You cannot complain that you're confused on the movies that are literally numbered 1 through 9.
Okay.
Do you guys see what I live with? Every day. It's stuff like this.
It is not even 9:30 and I've got him ticked off.
Dana says, I think I missed one. So Justin took it. Well, Justin also missed one. So
Yes,
maybe
he did.
Maybe he tied with him.
Yeah.
Abby says, I've never felt more out of my element. Watch them. They're good. They're good stuff.
Yeah.
They're good stuff. And the movies change. You know, if you're big on action, you know, like episode 4 is really good. If you're big on a nice love story, then episodes one you know, the prequels would be good. Because
Right.
it's all about Padme and Anakin, which is
Yep.
a really weird love story when you think about it. Mm-hmm. Big age gap, you know? So that's kind of creepy. But once you get past that, you know, once you get past the age gap, the incest kisses, you know, once you get past all that, it's really a great
Once you get
set of
past
movies.
incest, it's fine.
Once you get past the mass murder of billions of people, it kind of goes overlooked.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, planets get destroyed.
Yeah.
You know? Sarah, she's like, he was just misunderstood. It's like, misunderstood or not, kill lots of people.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not going to chalk him up as a good guy, you know?
I hear you.
And for anyone that doesn't like Star Wars, I'm sorry. It's only today. It's May the 4th.
Yeah.
What else are we supposed to do?
May the 4th be with you.
All right, what else? Let's get to something that's not Star Wars before we leave. Pete's just sitting here with his hands folded, not even looking at chats. He cannot wait for the show to end. He's like, let me see. You have coffee left.
It's cold, though.
I was like, he's definitely out of coffee.
It's
He's just
cold.
waiting here. He's like, I don't care about these people. I just want to go make another cup of coffee.
Am I wrong that there was one day when I was looking at the chats and he was like, that's my job. What are you doing?
No, because I ask you to look just to find if there's something I missed that you think is really worth bringing up. Because even when I'm scrolling back now, I'm gonna miss some. I can't sit here in silence reading chats.
Okay.
But that day you're speaking of, you were like, all right, let's see what we got here. Diane said blah 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 blah. Gail said blah 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 blah. And I'm just sitting here like,
That's what I do.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. Take it away, man.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just basically anything I miss here, man. Peter being Peter this morning, am I right?
What? What am I doing?
And Charlie being Charlie, am I right?
Yes.
God, this guy's getting on my nerves. Yeah, talking about Charlie, if you unplug this show, man, you are just he does this thing now where I don't know if you noticed. Before he would always come in front of the cameras, under the cameras. You couldn't see him, but he would
Right.
come this way,
Yep.
where there's no cords. Now, because he did it once, he discovered he can jump over the cords to get right here. And he does it all the time now. And it
Someday
freaks me out.
Someday he's not going to plan that jump right.
He already did it once. You remember when he unplugged the show?
Yep.
That's when I found
Yep.
out all I have to do is plug the show back in, and apparently we're live again, which was an interesting day. But yeah.
Dana did say earlier that his snooze alarm gives him 8 minutes.
I think you got a defective alarm clock.
I think so. I think
I
so.
mean, there are. I'm almost positive there's some with 10 minutes now. Like the default is 9
Probably.
minutes, but I
Yeah.
think I don't. Mine might be 10 minutes. The one that I plug in. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at it. Well, I'd have to be like conscious in the morning
Right.
to be able to tell.
Which is not happening.
Yeah. Is there anything else about our last day alive? Positive stuff.
I don't think so. We did say Diane said tequila.
Yeah. Yep.
So-
Yeah, everybody's planning to go to Nordic Lodge together, so that'll be
I
great.
guess.
Just the Last Supper. Dad, are we all dying on the same day?
That was not in the wording of the question, but I guess we could change
I guess.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is miserable. I'll tell you guys this. My last day, I will not be doing the Pete Braley Show. I'll be sleeping in. So maybe we'll wake up and do the Pete Braley Show at like 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
we could do that.
You know, something like that.
By the way, we never got any. Remember how the other day I said, please comment what time you're watching this?
Yeah.
We didn't get any response to that. So
Sorry, Peter.
sorry.
I'll go track down these people and find out for you.
I'm just curious, though, if you're watching this, because we're live at 8 o'clock, and if you're watching this at another time of day, which I know happens because I see the numbers,
How dare you not comment on the video?
but would you just drop a little comment, tell us what time of day you listen to it? Some people, it's probably random.
But also, if maybe they're driving, don't comment while driving.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
So,
And anything else, Peter, that you can see?
I don't think so. I think we're all
because
up to date.
I need to go. Charlie's trying to shred a blanket. So.
Gail does like the word lozenge, though. So thank you, Gail.
Gail,
Thank you, Gail. Yeah.
Did Gail also say she likes pulp? Because if so, Gail, you're just having a day. No, that was Diane. That was Diane. No pulp, no lozenge. That's the motto today.
There you go.
Go out and make it a lozenge day.
We will be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for checking us out and for staying with us today. And remember, as we always say, no matter what, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.